Hello and welcome to part 3 of Desktop Explorer. This is probably going to be a shorter video this time because it's very late at night when I'm recording this, but
So that was a fucking lie.
we'll see how far we get. Okay, last time we had a few things for this, but we didn't actually, I think we were still missing a couple infos. Okay, here we are. Okay, so we have this big crocodile, we have all these things that we'd seen before. Clicking of the scales triggers an opening on the floor. A set of downward stairs is revealed. The walls reverberate with a spiritual approval of some kind. You can't quite understand its meaning. Slightly flooded floor welcomes your descent. The religious scriptures on around the walls, now partially covered with vines, and a large sculpture of a crocodile's head rests on the nearest wall. The new room is dark, but you clearly see multiple unlit torches around you. There is something inside the crocodile's jaws, but opening by force proves futile. On a hunch, you speak loudly, "Abracadabra." No luck. However, you note that there is power in your words. Scanning the room again, you start to remember something that could work. It's singing the entirety of Abracadabra by Lady Gaga. Alright, so this is everything that we currently have. So I guess we're just gonna have to try all the different things we usually have to try. So let's try the color lens first. Let's see if yellow does anything, because all of these are yellow. Nope. Okay, anything? Alright. Nothing new from that. Let's see, okay, we have hidden files on. Source code. Do not be afraid to modify files. Okay. Not be afraid to modify files. Incredible power in your words. Let's see. Properties. So, rename. Okay, rename. Okay. We don't have the ability to rename files, but it did say don't be afraid to modify them. What else could it mean by modify? We have this compress, compression aborted, and compress. So no compressing. Don't be afraid to modify files. How else can we modify them? Can't rename them. Can't flatten them. What other abilities do we have? Sketchy? Does this do anything? I mean, we're doing words have power, right? So what? Can I modify this in some way? There's power in your words. Scanning the room again, you start to remember something that could work. Properties to this I can change. I'll be so honest with you, I am not any less confused than I was before. Don't be afraid to modify files, but there's nothing a duplicate. I mean that doesn't really do anything, does it? No, that didn't change anything. Okay, so duplicating is nothing. We're not allowed to rename. We're not allowed to compress. Duplicating does nothing. I can't imagine deleting the file is what it wants me to do. That's duplicate again. Oh, there's hints. There's fully hints. Okay, well, just talk to me for a second.
Beep, boop.
Oh, that's really sweet, Pizarro. That does make me feel better. Okay, let's try to solve this for Pizarro. Uh, I'm gonna give this a little bit more of a shot, and then maybe we'll click on whatever system tips is. I forgot I made this. Give him a little party hat. Beautiful. I'm gonna look at the source code one more time. Do not be afraid to modify files. Perhaps a different magic word might do the trick. Well, we've done a lot, obviously. I believe last time we tried a lot of the words that we'd done before. Let's try my favorite one more time. Okay, no. I am not entirely... I feel like I've clicked on all the things that could be clicked upon. I can't rename it, so I can't change the file type. Yeah, you're giving me a system tip. Edit and save it. Edit? Edit and save a Storyteller Plus file to suit your need. Hello. Navigative. I think I understand. I didn't... Can I can just type... Okay. Magic word. I can just put a different magic word in here. Okay, what about... Can we put Inanna in here? Inanna. Okay, hang on. Save. Okay, so I was onto something. I just didn't of course. I just didn't know that you could... That's... yeah. Well, now I'm embarrassed. Goodbye, Pizarro. I'm embarrassed that I used a hint. Inanna. Just as at the beginning... I'm not stupid, I think it is what we've learned. I was on the right track. I understood that it was Inanna. I was just missing some context of what I was supposed to be doing. Just as at the beginning of your adventure, the moment this word leaves your lips, Inanna, every torch bursts aflame. As the fire's radiance takes over every corner, the water on your feet and the vines on the walls mysteriously disappear. The jaws of the crocodile statue open up, revealing a yellow lockbox. As you lift it, clear words echo in your mind. Well done, clever child. Use this knowledge to open my lockbox. That's a little... okay. Alright, now this... I understand what we're doing here. This is like the very... So it's going to be like the 8th letter of Portunus, and then the 1st letter of Eliphas. Okay. I'm gonna be so honest. No, I don't need to write that down. I can do this without writing it down, because I can just do this. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. S E K H. Is it Sekhmet? Or am I making that up? I'm making that up. I thought maybe we were sticking to the theme that we had going on with Anubis and Thoth and stuff. But apparently not. Unless this is an Eliphas situation, and it's just gonna be a little bit screwed up. Okay, so 4, key 4. Wait, I missed something, didn't I? I did this. For 3 of fire. Oh, I don't need it. Secretaru. Secretaru. We did it. Now, remember all those nice things I was saying about Pizarro 5 minutes ago? Are you saying that because I used the hint? Would you not have said that if I hadn't used the hint?
Yes!
Okay, Pizarro. Okay, we can close the rest of these now, move on. Inside the yellow lockbox and a note. Here we go. One man's trash is another man's treasure. Is that oh, it's a scroll. Okay, it's a scroll. Nothing untoward. You hold in your hands a small yellow treasure chest. You imagine... I realize I used the word untoward. I hope... That's not too uncommon of a word. That's not too $5 a word, is it? That's a... Are people out here saying untoward? You hold in your hands a small yellow treasure chest. You imagine the possibilities of what could be hidden here. Gold coins, forbidden amulets, a map out of here? Opening it reveals nothing but a small note. You can't do anything with it, but interpret its meaning, whatever it means. You are certain that obtaining this message is your reward for clearing this temple's path. Okay, so that means I have to go back. One man's trash is another man's treasure. Is this still about, like, the wife thing? Is this about the sleeping with your dead brother's wife thing? Alright. Did the Anubis thing. Do we have to... oh, wait. I've made a terrible mistake. Oh. I know that there's a certain point where this game's gonna get jump scary, because it's already done it. And I know that it's only gonna keep doing it more, I'm sure, as it goes on. So far I don't like that my reaction is to go, oh, and sort of clutch my pearls. So hopefully we have some better reactions going forward that aren't just the reaction of an old English gentleman being a little bit surprised. Alright, let's see. Hall of Mirrors. Okay, did we already solve this, perhaps? No, we did not. Okay. I think we solved the raw one, and then it told us to go back and do Anubis first. Okay. I'm gonna put you over here for now. So, when we looked at this before... Okay, yeah. Actually, you are in the way. When we looked at this before... I don't remember what we saw when we used the color lens. Okay. So we have... half of a lot of these sigils are illuminated, and then the entirety of this sort of water sigil. Alright. Luckily there are map pieces in one of your pockets. A clouded mirror is in your sight. Did we find those I can't remember what happened with those map pieces, but... Clouded mirror, it has a familiar sigil engraved on it. We did something that caused it to have more sigils engraved on it. You've learned to reveal the secrets of the water sigil before. And is that with the color lens? Because I did do that. But I'm not entirely sure what this is achieving for me. Oh! What on earth am I looking at? What? What? Am I an idiot, or is this really hard to parse? So there's two figures. I think this one's a creepy skeletal sort of figure, and then this is Indiana Jones. Is he holding something? I see we have that sigil there again, but this in fact leaves me with more questions than I had before. So blue gives us that, and then yellow shows me these two guys. What is this trying to tell me? Okay, let's go through this one more time. You go through a cloud of...
might just drop.
Hello. Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. But my editor's gonna edit that out for me. Aren't you now? Yes. Alright. Okay, let's go through this again. You go through a cloud of smoke to pass this threshold. Engulfed by the scent of incense, your senses are heavily clouded and you feel dizzy. Is your memory failing you? How long have you been here? Did you just arrive? Were you just about to leave? The room you find yourself in is as puzzling as your thoughts. Countless mirrors cover the wall of a labyrinth in front of you. Walking through it without aid is impossible. Luckily, there are map pieces in one of your pockets. Were they always there? Did you always have pockets? I remember this now. We did a thing where we had to line up the pictures of the map pieces and go through them. A clouded mirror is in your sight. It has a familiar sigil engraved on it. It has two familiar sigils engraved on it. In fact, this yellow one and the water one. It says you've learned the secret to unlocking the water sigil before, which I assume means putting color lens on top of it, but this doesn't answer any questions for me. Unless I am stupid. Help. Okay. Source code tells us nothing additional except for saying you have learned to reveal the secrets of the water sigil before. Can we rename? We can't. We're not doing anything? Okay. This has been a very... We were breezing through these before, and now I feel like we are no longer breezing through. I'm gonna look at these guys again, because is there something I'm supposed to be seeing in this that I'm not seeing? I'm assuming that it's the dead brother again, but this is not telling me. Input this file's password, so there's no additional hint on what any of that could mean. Okay, okay. And starting again. I feel like I'm not getting a lot out of these two guys. Okay, let's there's gotta be something in these. Oh, I am stupid. I remember now that I think... Okay. It's numbers. The answer is that it's numbers. Okay, so 5, 2, 6. I'm assuming that's not a number. 7. Okay, I don't... Is it like a left to right thing? So is it 6, 2, 7, 5? 6, 2, 7, 5? No, okay. Then it is probably top down. So 5, 2, 6, 7. Alright, so this was nothing. This really threw me off, frankly. Okay, Pizarro. I'm still not sure what I'm supposed to make of that. Okay. Alright. We have some archaeologist's notes. Another one of these, and another image. Ah. An old time tracking device. How antique. An old time tracking device. How antique. Okay, sure. Okay. The time down here also turned red. I don't know if it's because it's getting mad at me for playing this so late at night. Or if it's unrelated. Okay, archaeologist notes. Time seems to have had an effect on this room. The hourglass clicks for every hour I've been stuck here. Translating my notes so far have revealed to me this poem. On a dark night, a blue moon rises while a red eye leaves the sky, leaving a tune from up high. Plenty blood-stained feathers fall slowly to the ground while sapphire scepters rise, as many as time decides. When you look closely, sand foretells the path. The sum of all is more important than the value of its parts. Sum, that's an M. The sum of all is more important than the value of its parts. Think carefully, and you'll realize time takes all but memories. That doesn't seem to have been true for the, main onus of this game, where the guy has amnesia. Lastly, I see something written on the wall, a clue of some kind. It says, red face equals 48, but the red face appears when the hourglass marks 12 hours. What am I missing? I don't understand. The sand is rising. The time is running out. If this is going to be math, we are going to be here for a while. You approach the mirror to get a clearer image. Without thinking, you pass your fingers through its surface. The mirror bursts into pieces. Every single mirror that surrounds you shatters unexpectedly and brings sandfalls upon you. Looking around you in panic, you spot a dried-out corpse next to their old notes. There is something in their hand, a decorated hourglass. Interacting with it only adds to your confusion. Is your mind playing tricks on you? Time is running out. You do not wish to share their fate, drowning in sand. I do not, in fact. Okay, let's pull color lens back out, because I'm assuming that that's going to be the situation again. Blue. Alright. 6. Cool. 6. I don't like that there is actually ticking in the background. Okay, this is also 6 ticks. Yellow. Anything? Anything for yellow? No. Okay. So, 6. And then, so the notes say, a blue moon rises while a red eye leaves the sky, leaving a tune from up high. A red eye. Oh. That's not doing anything. Blue, red, blood-stained feathers, sapphire scepters. Plenty blood-stained feathers fall slowly to the ground while sapphire scepters rise, as many as time decides. On a dark night, a blue moon rises. So we've done blue to the moon and it's given us 6, while a red eye leaves the sky, leaving a tune from up high. What could a red eye in this case mean? Or blood-stained feathers. Please give us any... No hints on that. Let's just go through the classics, hidden files. Come back to this. Show me the source code. You can still see, you can see the water. Yeah, I got that part. Okay, those have stopped being very helpful. All right, so this is not. I don't think this is important. This feels important. Red face equals 48. The red face appears when the hourglass marks 12 hours. Red face appears. Alright, well 48 is just 12 twice. No, it's not. 12 times 4. This is what I said. Remember a moment ago when I said, if this is math, we're going to be here for a while. You're seeing that I was not kidding. Okay. The red face appears when the hourglass marks 12 hours, but red face equals 48. So, somehow, 12 times 4 is 48, okay. And then there's blue moon, red eye. Red eye, but red face equals 48, so this is gonna take hot minute. This did change. Did this change something? I remember that we said we could change this before. Oh! Oh, well, I don't like that. What? Oh. Okay, a blue moon, a red eye, blood-stained feathers, and sapphire scepters. Okay. Okay, that's a dude. 4. Ooh, okay. That's blue now. And that's 2. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Maybe that's the sapphire scepter. Okay. Or is that sapphire scepters? That's 5. Okay. That's a blue eye. Is there a red eye? Oh, a blue moon. A blue moon is 1. Okay, this I am gonna write down on an actual piece of paper next to me. This is such a cool time for me to realize I don't have a pen. Okay, so we have blue moon 1. And is that, yeah, okay, so 1, and then blue face. Ooh, is that maybe a feather then? Because then that could be red feather, bloodstained feathers. I'm gonna put it down for now. Red feather 5. I don't know what we're gonna do with all these numbers. I think these are the scepters. I think that's what it means by that. There's a red eye. Okay, red eye 2. And then I know we did see what I believe the sapphire scepters a bit ago, so let's just try to find that again. 5 again. Blue scepter 5. Okay. As many as time decides. The red face appears when the hourglass marks 12. Red face equals 48. Do I have to multiply all the numbers by 12? So if red face is 48, 4 times 12 is 48. Actually, this literally has a calculator. Oh, let's get out of the way from all. We do have an in-game calculator. I was really hoping this wouldn't end up being used. Okay, so because right, 4 times 12 equals 48. Okay, well, it said something about the sum of its parts, right? What do we see here? The sum of all is more important than the value of its parts. Do we add everything together and then multiply it by 12? How do we do PEMDAS? Multiplication would come first in PEMDAS. Well, let's try adding first. 1 plus 5 plus 2 plus 5. 13 divided, or multiplied by 12, 156. Is this anything? And if this isn't anything, we can try again. No. Okay. The sum of all is more important than the value of its parts. So let's try 48. Except we're not actually... Red face isn't actually one of the ones we needed. So 12 plus 24 plus 25. I lost the plot instantly. Okay, 5 times 12 is 60. 5 times 12 is 60. If I could ever click the right buttons. Yes, okay. So So 60 plus 60 plus 12 plus 24. Yeah, of course that would be the same thing. Of course it wouldn't have changed. You fool. You absolute fool. The sum of all is more important than the value of its parts. Did we do them in the right... Is it something about the right order? Is it 13? No, okay. Multiple of these ended up being equaling 5. Is that a problem? Blue moon, red feather, red eye, blue scepter. Blue moon, red eye, red feathers, blue scepters. What else? Do we have to use the clock hour? Did that have something to do with it? Red face equals 40 if the red face appears in the hourglass marks 12 hours. Wait. 12 times 4 is 48. Blue scepters. It's 5 times 2. So 10. Blue moon is 1 times 4, so 4. Red feathers is 5 times 7. I believe that is 35. And red eye is 2 times 9, which is 18. See, I can do my basic multiplications tables here. So now do I add these together? So 4 plus 35 plus 10 plus 18. Alright. I never claimed to be smart or good at math or good at puzzles. Yeah, tough puzzles. Hopefully these distractions help you forget other stuff. They sure are, Pizarro. They sure are. You hold in your hands a small blue treasure chest. You imagine the possibilities of what could be hidden here. Ancient knowledge, buried truth, a map for the exit. We're really focused on the map for the exit, which I do understand why we would be. Opening it reveals nothing but a lump of coal. To say it's a disappointment is an understatement. Whatever this is for, you are certain that obtaining the rock is your reward for clearing this temple's path. So clearly the sand has stopped trying to kill us and then we can leave now, I suppose. We have raw ore, we have one man's trash as another man's treasure, and now we gotta go. Come on! Stop putting creepy little guys in here, it's late at night! Stop showing me creepy little dudes. I don't want to... I'm doing this, but I kind of don't want to see if you have anything else to show me about him. I don't like him. Stop showing me him. Okay, moving on. I want to go down that... Oh, we did this, if you recall. There's a familiar sigil on your hand. If you recall, we did like set ourselves on fire or something. Are these still sorted by size? They are. How did we get out of here? Your hands. Here we go. Okay, so we did solve this. Samat. We just Okay, there we go. We just weren't allowed to move on, but now we are. This puzzle is a bit longer than the others. Oh, we're doing a bad job if this is gonna be longer than the other ones. We're not in a good okay. We're in great shape. Some stuff may be hard to bear. You must stay focused, Pizarro. What are you talking about? Okay, we got another one of these. Okay, I'm convinced I've gone insane. You know what happened to my brother, and mock me for it. I almost threw up when I saw the burnt skin images. I struggled to remember my phone number, and yet I can clearly see my brother's skin in my mind. I keep going back to the game's texts. Oh, right, I forgot that the Uncle Halibut has also played through this. So this is him talking. We are playing the same section. Because I keep forgetting what I've answered or what I've seen. I'm in both disbelief and disgust. If I play on using this computer any longer, I need to get rid of this program. I plan on using this computer. I feel like an idiot writing this. If Desktop Explorer is reading this message, I'm uninstalling you. I'm not answering any more of your riddles. The only reason I'm not deleting the entire hard drive is because Max's information is still here. Piss off, are you keeping it hostage? Are you reading this? Am I stupid to think so? Pizarro, are you an asshole? Are you evil? Am I even going to remember this tomorrow? Hello? Oh, I forgot why I had that there. I don't want to look at him. Okay. Okay. I don't want to click on Deadly Mistake. Let's just start with the storyteller thing. Your searing skin starts deforming, and the blisters on your hands contort into weird shapes. It's as if these pustules could spell words. You lift your gaze and see a path between the heat's mirages. As if following known steps, you stumble upon a small tomb with 2 sarcophagi. One of them rests with its contents empty. On its feet, a dried-out corpse lies face up, another dead adventurer with a story they can no longer tell. The remaining sarcophagus is closed shut. You can't force it open with your burnt hands. Your close inspection finds an epitaph inscribed on the coffin. Let's read the epitaph. My rule brought prosperity as I abided by the will of the gods. However, I do not wish to be remembered. If my 3 most loyal servants are to be forgotten for their common blood. To the 3 who have done what no one else could, record my life as I recorded it in your logs. Understand my vision for a colorful future. Leave notes across the kingdom for my subject to abide their pages. Collect my pages, boy. Whoever wishes to speak my name must first acknowledge my 3 servants, and defeat my evil ex-boyfriends. If you decide on ignoring my desires, then by the same will of the gods that made every flower bloom, your body will rot. Whoever wishes to speak my name must first acknowledge my 3 servants. Alright. To the 3 who have done no one else could, record my life as I've recounted it in your logs. Understand my vision for a colorful future. I wonder what that could mean. And leave notes across the kingdom for my subjects to abide by their pages and to collect. Deadly Mistake. Okay. Corpse. Book. Hat. Sarcophagi. This is the same sigil we saw when we had to just rename something, which makes sense because we have an error here, so we can probably rename this. What do we want to do? Ing. Ooh, that made quite a noise. Okay. The scars resemble a visual instruction and a note. The note just says help. What on earth? I think I understand what's going on here, but I don't also know what it wants me to do about it. Visual instructions, yes, I see that. So So if we're looking at the same thing, so here's this, and then we have this column, and then it wants me to do one of these actions, I imagine. It doesn't, but I'm not sure to what it wants me to do that. Author, halibut. Is he usually the author? Yeah, okay. Check through this again. Okay, nothing new there. Moving that aside. Let's go back to this and classic source code moment. If only we could read their story again. Phrase, phrase. Another adventure with a story they can no longer tell. If only we could read their story again. So, do we want to put us in... Yes, alright. The corpse's scar below the image reads, "This is how you honor the three servants." That did not actually help me. Corpse's scar below the image. What? The corpse's scar below the image reads, "This is how you honor the three servants." This is the image. Let's just read through this again. So we have two sarcophagi. One of them rests with its contents empty. On its feet, a dried out corpse lies face up. The remaining sarcophagus is shut. You can't open it with your hands. Your close inspection finds an epitaph. And the epitaph says... We can probably close you now. I don't need to look at you anymore. Back to the epitaph. Okay. "Record my life as I recounted it in your logs. Understand my vision for a colorful future. Leave notes across the kingdom for my subject to abide their pages." How long was my mic not working? For how long was my mic not working? I don't even know what to say now. I think we're just gonna have to move on. You watched me do it. You watched me do it in silence. Which I'm sure was thrilling. I'm sure that was so exciting. Okay, so moving on. You fulfilled the Pharaoh's wishes. Will you honor her legacy next? Okay. Honor her legacy. Speak with your newest unusual guide. It's you. Please answer truthfully. Did you do everything you could to save your brother? Something tells me the answer was no, because he wanted to sleep with his wife. You'll see soon. Okay. Thanks, Pizarro. I don't feel like we're friends anymore. The deadly mistake you now witness shall be compressed and opened anew. Let's compress. Recall your regrets one last. Am I gonna get jump scared by a creepy thing? Yes, I am. Okay. Oh no. Okay. What if I just close you, actually? You can't hurt me if I just make you go away. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, you do have a thing here. Merneath. Alright. I before E except after C and after Mern. Yeah, no, that wasn't so hard, was it, Pizarro? Well, it would have been easier if my mic hadn't cut out for a good few minutes. Inside mouth. Yep. The mummy appears to have reacted to the tomb being opened. As if obeying a sacred command, its mouth opens and finally lies still. You reach inside its mouth, and grab a red gem. You know this can't be, but the corpse acts as if it's still breathing. I wouldn't reach into anything's mouth. This ruby stone is scorching hot, and its glimmer is quickly overshadowed by a feeling of guilt for desecrating human remains. Okay, let's look at our ruby. Cool. Well, at least he's fucking gone. God damn it. Let's look at all of our winnings here. And then I think we'll probably gonna call that a day. Look at that. Wow. I'm not... Okay, well... Is this another one of those stacking things? No. Yeah, I think that's a good place to stop. Frankly, hi Pizarro. Yeah, you can... I don't need to be reminded to hydrate from a notepad that just asked me if I did everything I could to save my brother's life. That was creepy, Pizarro. I don't like remembering that you are an instrument of whatever this shit is. I'm mad about my mic. Okay. We'll call that one a day. Alright. Well, thanks so much. We'll come back to this one in a minute once I've cooled off. Alright.